which will take place before the end of the ministerial, pave the way for today's discussion. I think that, and especially Executive Secretary, in this moment where you see the entry into force even closer, it's important to think how important is that today we give also a sign to our people here in the Horn of Africa, but also in Europe, a sign that we are committed to a partnership that delivers for them, for all of them also. For the ones affected by the conflicts, by the violence and the crisis, for the young people who aspire to fulfill their potential, for the migrants stranded in search of good opportunities, and for the governments who seek support in fulfilling their responsibilities to deliver for their citizens, but also for our European citizens who ask European Union to deliver soft and hard power for a world based on the international rule of law and on the human rights law. I am thus convinced that our exchanges will allow to refine our common understanding of the challenges and opportunities posed by the complex regional and global environment, and also how IGAD, as I mentioned, as the frontline organization, is shaping its response. And I hope we can aim that these exchanges will result in concrete recommendations for joint work to improve the connections between the policy development and the policy implementation on the ground, while making effective use of resources and tools at our disposal. Thank you again, Executive Secretary, for the hospitality in the building, for your warm welcome, for all the exchanges and the productive preparation of this meeting, and look forward to a great partnership dialogue today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Excellency Ambassador. Just to start our discussion, also allow me to read my opening remark. Then we will discuss on the issues that, as Ambassador has said, to create common understanding and the issue of common concern. Your Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Denisa Elena Ionte, Head of the EU Delegation, distinguished ambassadors and senior representatives, friends, distinguished representatives and partners from the European Union in Djibouti, my colleagues from IGAD, it affords me tremendous honor to extend a warm welcome to all participants in this momentous dialogue, which represents a significant milestone in the strengthening the enduring strategic partnership between the Intergovernmental Authority on Development and the European Union. I wish to acknowledge and express profound gratitude to the European Union for its unwavering commitment as a long-standing and steadfast partner of IGAD and IGAD member states, and a true friend to the people and nations of the region. And also acknowledge the EU is a sum that is greater than its parts. I also wish to singularly and particularly thank the individual member states of the Union for their bilateral support to IGAD and our own member states, which further strengthens the bonds of friendship between our two organizations and the people of the region and the European Union. Excellencies, today's convening represents the natural evolution of our highly productive engagement in Brussels earlier this month, before a week, where we achieved remarkable progress in aligning our shared strategic priorities. The Prevailing circumstances across our region present both formidable challenges and unprecedented opportunities that demand our collective attention. These range from Sudanese ongoing war to the transitional complexities in South Sudan. Moreover, we also have the persistent terrorist insurgency in Somalia and post-conflict reconstruction and recovery in northern Ethiopia. Our region also hosts the strategic Red Sea corridor that facilitates the significant portion of the global trade. Additionally, our region has been subject to climate-induced challenges, land degradation, which compound these security concerns, alongside several levels of youth unemployment that places further pressure on our fragile political economy. Nevertheless, these challenges coexist with remarkable opportunities for transformation. The digitalization revolution presents pathways for development, with technology hub emerging across Africa and the IGAD region accounting for the second highest concentration, constantly indicating substantial potential for innovation-driven economic diversification. Our strategic partnership shall therefore focus on 5 corresponding priority areas, which I want to highlight for you. Number one, definitely it is peace and security, which constitutes our paramount concern, requiring enhancing conflict mediation, ceasefire monitoring, and ceasefire itself, and humanitarian support, which goes to different issues. The second point is climate action demands immediate intervention through strengthening partnership in climate governance, frameworks, and access to climate finance commitments. The third point is a general one which we can divide to different issues. That is the issue of use, which also we have did extensive discussion in Brussels. The issue of use represents both challenges and opportunities. As you know, most of the population of this region is youth, more than 65 or nearer to 70%. That necessitating skills development initiatives and regional labor mobility, frameworks that address irregular migration whilst promoting innovation in climate and digital sectors. The fourth one is digitalization. Agenda requires comprehensive support through IGAD digitalization roadmap for modernized e-governance system and harmonized ICT policies. Finally, and the fifth one is food system transformation. We have a challenge of food insecurity in the region, which is related in one way or other way, the things that which I mentioned earlier, the climate, peace and security, the issue of youth bulge, all these things, and also the degradation which I have mentioned to you is one of the things that the region which is facing the issue of food insecurity. So, this confluence of priorities presents the unprecedented opportunity to pioneer a transformative paradigm of regional partnership. I personally extended a formal invitation to European Union leaders to visit our region in this very particular time. I always say this is a very interesting time to be in this region, to see the challenges that we are facing, and also through that challenge to see the opportunities as well. We envision establishing IGAD as the European Union's primary strategic anchor partner in the Horn of Africa and the Greater Horn of the region, and also this framework will prove essential for effectively leveraging international financing mechanisms, notably the EU Global Gateway and the Horn of Africa initiative, which is one of a very important initiative which is supported by European Union, and also definitely will resolve one of the critical issue or challenge of the region, that is the infrastructure issue. We share a common heritage as a treaty-based organizations. We are multilateral institutions, and we really firmly believe that multilateralism is not a choice for us. It's a must. We have challenges that we are facing together as the countries of this organization that will bring us a shared commitment to multilateral principles and mutual belief in regional integration as a pathway to sustainable peace, demonstrating that effective African-European partnership is a tangible reality. And we're proud that so far we have had a very successful and fruitful encounter, a very concrete engagement with the European Union. I always remember when I became as Executive Secretary of IGAD, the first challenge that I faced was the issue of COVID, coronavirus. At that time, none other than the European Union who jumped to this region, especially for the border areas, which we were facing a challenge, and we reached out to the area which, very far from the center, and saved millions of lives through the assistance of the European Union. That is a very remarkable humanitarian and human engagement that history will never forget. So let me conclude my remark that this dialogue also is a genesis of what we were doing previously. This discussion will also boost our relationship and understanding as well. So I am here to share issues. My colleagues are here, ready to make a frank and open discussion with you. And most importantly, I'm very much thankful that all of you who came from Addis Ababa to honoring this friendship, this partnership, and as IGAD, we always value this very important partnership. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, Dr. Denisa and Dr. Wakile. We are joined online by several of our colleagues, IGAD, in addition to those that you see. Once the connection reestablished, we have Your Excellency Ambassador Megag online with you. We have our Director of CVE, Dr. Nyambura. We have Ambassador Wais with you, Special Envoy for South Sudan. You have Ambassador Guyo with us also online, and who are all following the proceedings and are also ready.
Recording in progress.
There you go. So the next point on the agenda, Your Excellency, is for us to introduce the key takeaways for your mission of Brussels. I'll leave it to you to call upon the next speaker and take over the agenda.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ryan. I invite Director Awira to give us the highlight of the discussion which we made in Brussels, as well as our reflection and for discussion. Director Awira.
Thank you so much, Excellency and co-chairs. If you would allow me to submit from here, or maybe perhaps I could rise to the podium, Excellency.